Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat. Featuring today IMS Vocab, episode 176, words 4376 to 4-400. Let us begin. Word 4376 is soliloquy. Spelling Soliloquy, meaning a monologue. Example. The actor playing Hamlet at the Prithvi Theatre delivered the famous soliloquy with such quiet force that the audience forgot to breathe. Word 4377 is solstice. Spelling Solstice, meaning the time of year when the sun is at its greatest declination. Example. The Sun Temple at Konark is aligned to capture precisely the dawn rays on the day of the summer solstice. Word 4378 is soluble. Spelling Soluble, meaning capable of being dissolved, as in a fluid. Example. The doctor advised the elderly patient that the prescribed tablet was soluble and could be taken with a glass of warm water. Word 4379 is solvent. Spelling Solvent, meaning having sufficient funds to pay all debts. Example. Despite the pandemic losses, the family restaurant in Dadar remained solvent thanks to steady takeaway orders during the lean months. Word 4380 is somber. Spelling Somber, meaning gloomy. Example. The somber mood at the Lodi cremation ground deepened as dusk gathered over the gathered mourners. Word family, soliloquy and solstice both touch the Latin soul, the sun, but soliloquy is built from solus, alone, plus loci, to speak, a speech to oneself when no companion is present. To soliloquies is therefore to talk alone, just as solitude is aloneness. Hold soliloquy and solitude together and the picture forms the speaker in the dark of a green room talking only to himself. Word 4381 is somniferous. Spelling Somniferous, meaning tending to produce sleep. Example. The somniferous drone of the priest's Sanskrit verses at the late-night temple puja soon lulled the restless toddler to sleep. Word 4382 is somnolence. Spelling Somnolence, meaning oppressive drowsiness. Example. After a heavy plate of biryani at the Paradise restaurant in Secunderabad, a wave of somnolence swept over the office-goer. Word 4383 is somnolent. Spelling Somnolent, meaning sleepy. Example. The somnolent academic year at the small-town college was jolted awake only by the arrival of an energetic new vice-chancellor. Memory aid, somniferous, somnolence, and somnolent all spring from the Latin somnus, meaning sleep. The same root gives us insomnia, literally without sleep, the complaint of many an IT professional in Bengaluru. To remember, picture Somnus, the Roman god of sleep, in his cave of poppies, the source of every somnolent afternoon, including the afternoon siesta after the festive holy lunch. Word 4384 is sonata. Spelling Sonata, meaning an instrumental composition. Example. The visiting pianist from Calcutta performed a Mozart sonata to a packed hall at the NCPA in Mumbai. Word 4385 is sonnet. Spelling Sonnet, meaning a poem of 14 decasyllabic or octosyllabic lines expressing two successive phases. Example. The English professor at St. Stephen's wrote a Shakespearean sonnet on the mood of Delhi during the winter migration of cranes. Word 4386 is sonorous. Spelling Sonorous, meaning resonant. Example. The sonorous ringing of the temple bell at Annamalayar filled the valley as the grand processions of Shivaratri began. Word family, sonata, sonnet, and sonorous share the Latin sonare, meaning to sound. A sonata is a piece that is sounded on instruments. A sonnet is a poem that should, in its rhyming music, ring like a bell, and sonorous describes a deep, full tone. Picture the conscious call at a Ganga Ghat in Rishikesh, and you have the sonorous in a single Bengal temple bell. Word 4387 is soothsayer. Spelling? Soothayer, meaning one who claims to have supernatural insight or foresight. Example? The village soothsayer outside the Alwar fort claimed Rahu's transit would decide the outcome of the by-election. Word 4388 is sophism. Spelling? Sophism, meaning a false argument understood to be such by the reasoner himself and intentionally used to deceive. Example: the minister's speech relied on a string of sophisms, each one demolished by the leader of the opposition in his reply. Word 4389 is sophistical. Spelling: Sophistical, meaning fallacious. Example: the sophistical defense of the milk adulteration in the Agra-dairy case left even the magistrate shaking his head in disbelief. Word 4390 is sophisticate. Spelling: Sophisticate, meaning to deprive of simplicity of mind or manner. Example: years of lobbying in the corridors of North Block had sophisticated the once straightforward Babu beyond recognition. Word 4391 is sophistry. Spelling: Sophistry, meaning reasoning sound in appearance only, especially when designedly deceptive. Example: the lawyer's sophistry on the floor of the Supreme Court could not save the petition from being dismissed with costs. Etymology note: sophism, sophistical, sophisticate, and sophistry trace to the Greek sophos, meaning wise, and sophistes, a teacher of wisdom. The sophists of ancient Athens, masters of clever argument, gave the word its modern negative sense. Sophistry, therefore, is wisdom turned crooked, as when a Delhi spokesperson defends the indefensible broadcast with apparent cleverness. Word 4392 is soprano. Spelling: Soprano, meaning a woman's or boy's voice of high range. Example: the young soprano from Shillong stunned the audience at the Calcutta Symphony by hitting a top C with effortless clarity. Word 4393 is sorcery. Spelling: Sorcery, meaning witchcraft. Example: stories of sorcery still circulate in the village near Jumar Talaya, where an old woman is suspected of casting spells. Word 4394 is sordid. Spelling: Sordid, meaning of degraded character or nature. Example: the sordid tale of corruption in the PWD contracts department was splashed across the front page of the local Hindi daily. Word 4395 is souvenir. Spelling: Souvenir, meaning a token of remembrance. Example: she bought a tiny brass camel as a souvenir of her Pushkar fair visit, placing it on her desk at the Infosys office in Mysore. Word 4396 is sparse. Spelling: Sparse, meaning thinly diffused. Example: the sparse rainfall in the Thar this season worried the elders of the village Panchayat in Jodhpur district. Word 4397 is Spartan. Spelling: Spartan, meaning exceptionally brave, rigorously severe. Example: the NDA cadets trained under Spartan discipline at Khadakwasla, where every meal was earned through relentless drill. Word 4398 is spasmodic. Spelling: Spasmodic, meaning convulsive. Example: the spasmodic protests outside the collectorate in Aurangabad drew media attention without achieving any concrete outcome. Word 4399 is specialize. Spelling: Specialize, meaning to assume an individual or specific character, or adopt a singular or special course. Example: After his MD, the young doctor chose to specialize in cardiology at the Sri Chitra Institute in Thiruvananthapuram. Word for Theod 400 is specialty. Spelling? Specialty, meaning an employment limited to one particular line of work. Example: the Andhra Eatery on Anna Salai has made chicken biryani its specialty for 3 generations of loyal customers. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.